As you may be able to see, I just got out of the shower, here as well. Good morning. I got the biggest pile of audio I ever got. And I thought to myself, I need to make video of this, but how on earth am I going to do this? Because this is days of work. And I shouldn't be messing around with cameras and multiple angles and whatnot. So I thought to myself, okay, my DJI Osmo, which is this camera, has good built-in sound, as you may agree. And it's kind of small and easy to move around, and it's got, you know, the movable head, which is very useful sometimes. You can also shoot in 4K, which I'm not. I'm shooting in 2.7K, so I can zoom in a little in post, should that be necessary. And I found a way to use it with the power adapter, because they made the power plug at the bottom where you also put it on the tripod. So it's clamped in now, it works. And I'm going to start bringing audio in. It's a very, very eclectic pile. From what I know, was a pretty eclectic gentleman. I never met him. And some of it is incredibly dirty. You may want to wear gloves every now and then, which I probably won't. It all looks in pretty okay shape though. It looks like it should work. So it's all stacked up in my guest room. If you want to stay over now, I'm sorry, you're going to have to sleep on the couch, because there's no way. It's a bit of a death trap there now. But I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible. We'll just be testing now, and I'll just be putting stickers on it saying what's wrong with it. I'll do the repairs later, but those may be separate videos. I'm not sure yet. For now, we're going to test what I think is, well, 200 pieces of audio. Let's see. I'm actually going to take this away because it's all a bit too gross. That's an interesting start though. They are very cheap, very dirty, and very light little speakers, and they have the Expert logo on it. Expert is an audio video electronics sales company thing in the Netherlands. One has a DIN plug, the other one has a jack plug. So yeah, I guess since they're both broken, I'm just gonna cut them off and attach another plug to them and see if they work. I'm not expecting much, but then they are probably full range and they're kind of cute, so they may surprise us. I'm gonna do them one by one because, let's be honest, that's noise. Well, it works. There we go. This is not gonna be an audiophile experience, and it's a bit easier that way. It does work though. Ah, that's not bad. That's pretty nice. I can swear that is so definitely a Philips full range speaker. It's such a recognizable sound. Those are nice. I expected them to be way worse because of how badly the cabinets are designed. What do we have here? Let's turn it around so you can hear. Low end was pretty good as well. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to hold on to the wire. Not a lot of highs, but the mids and lows are actually pretty damn good for such a small, super light cabinet. So these are A-OK. It's a receiver by the HP brand. HP is a bit of an odd one. They make batteries and all sorts of accessories for camera equipment. It's a bit like Hana these days. I'm expecting this to need some love because of its age, but my goodness are those lights pretty. Okay, did you see that? I turned the loudness off and the light went on. Awesome. I think all the lights except for this one are on now. Yeah, so that seems to work. I'm going to hook it up, definitely needs to clean, hook it up to a pair of speakers and see if we can get some sound from it. Would be nice. There was so much dust in the speaker connectors that I couldn't get a plug in. Ooh, not a sound I like to hear. I don't think this one's going to work. Yeah, no. Nothing at all. That's a functional phono preamp. Why don't I get FM? Muting off. Oh, here we are. One channel. That's probably because I just hooked up one speaker because I forgot the second one. Two channels. No FM though. Or is it one of those weird ones that only gives any sound if you hook it up to an antenna? I've seen that before. I'm not quite sure how that works.
Altijd naar Heerenveen.
This is all it does. It's all the way cranked up.
Dat moet je het niet meer doen, hè, want...
Interesting. Why it is so quiet, I don't know, but something is a bit off. Let me see what it does with the source. Nothing. But then I'm using this adapter, so I may have plugged it into the wrong ones. Let me see. There we are. Yeah, so it's perfectly fine except for the FM. I'm not sure what's going on there. Actually a pity. I think I'm gonna give it a chance because the FM actually works, just very quiet. But then who listens to the radio? And it's in pretty good shape. It's dirty, but I don't see any damage. So let's give this thing a chance. Love these. This is another JVC KD-A33. I recently got one in a video. That one needed some new belts. This one probably also needs new belts, but it's in lovely shape and not plugged in yet. Now it is. Nice green VUs. Let me see if I can show you. It looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Yeah, let's see if this one runs. The previous one did, and it sounded pretty okay, but it definitely could be better. Trying to find my test tapes here. Here they are. We got fast forward, we got rewind, we got play. Everything worked then. Yeah, that was already on there. Let's record some royalty free stuff. See if it works. Yep, 2 channels, perfect. We got chromium tape, no noise reduction, and line in. Here we go. Recording a bit hot here. Nice VUs. I love those. Can you see them? +5 should be okay with this tape. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, definitely needs a bit of work. There's some distortion there, but then who knows? It's history. Ooh. It's pretty distorted on one channel. I wonder if the VUs are correct. Let me get a tape that I know is recorded correctly. And loudly actually, which I like. Because the louder you record, the less background noise. I feel like it may be recording a bit more hot than the VUs tell me. Oh, intro, always forget about that. Yep, see? This tape's recorded to about +3 and it only goes to -5, so the VUs are off. So I was probably recording way too loud just now, but if that's all, it's an Akai AM15. I think that's the simplest one they made, pretty much. But does it work? Let's see. Yep, it does. Whoa, okay. Wow, it actually sounds pretty nice. I don't see anything wrong here. Phono pre-works. Slightly scratchy. Nothing major. It's already fixing itself. That's a surprisingly good sounding amplifier. I expected this to be way worse. Yeah, SDK, simple power supply, only one capacitor. Nothing exciting, but it sounds nice. Looks good too. Hey, an upmarket Akai. It's the GX-F35. These are pretty nice machines. If they work, they tend to be, well, easily fixed. These tapes are all set up, these decks are all set up very weird, but here we go. We have nothing. No. A remarkably modern little mixer with a lamp, not LED, I just noticed. Let's see what it does. The lamp's dead, but it turned on. Let's put this equalizer to a more reasonable setting. CD3, there we are. Yep, that works. Yep, that works. This does 1, 2, I think, the phonos. Okay. Oh wait, I can assign. Ah. I have no idea how this works, so this should be... Okay, now I'm messing it up, exactly. Okay, that works. You can assign it here. And you got your phones. This works perfectly fine. The lamp is just dead. Can't really be too bothered about that. Oh, there you go. Now even the lamp is fixed. Oh, awesome. That was easy. Little Akai amplifier. Except for scratchy knobs and buttons, these usually work. Wow, these are all interesting in the way they're set up. Did I even plug the source in? Haven't yet. Let's plug it into aux. Here we go. Aux. Yep. Yep. Okay, fixed. We had one channel that had less highs, but it was this switch. It's all fine as far as I can tell. Let me see what the next one does. Yep. Yeah, perfect. Lovely. Phono works. We have a buzz. I think that is phono, but I'm a bit doubtful. I'm going to quickly plug the line signal into the phono. They love that. No, they don't. Here we go. Getting nothing so far? Oh, that ain't right. Is that phono broken? I feel like it may be. Let me plug one channel into aux again, see if it works. Yeah, we got a broken phono. That's a pity. So amp works, phono is broken. Oh well. These are really nice amplifiers if they work, but first of all, this is loose. It looks to be in good shape from first impressions I got. Look at it! It's a beefy boy. Nice and discreet. What the hell? Oh. Nice and discreet. Well built, nice power supply. Not sure why there's no screws in this. It looks safe to plug in. So if these work, these are actually pretty good and desirable amplifiers. If it works though. So yeah, let's not get our hopes up. Ooh. That ain't good. I have no idea if the power's on. The power LED definitely is not working. We get a little pop, but that's really it. I think this power switch is dead. Also, there is very much a fuse missing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous turning this one on. I somehow feel like it may blow up in my face. So let me do something that I should have done before I started this. Put on some shoes. Because, you know, grounding. Now I'm gonna put it on its side because I fully expect a nice bright flash coming from there. Hopefully not too bright. Let's see. Nothing! Odd. Oh wait, we have power. The light is on now. We don't seem to have any sound. I plugged it into aux. Right, and I put the speakers in group A. We should have sound, but we do not. Absolutely nothing. A basic CD player, very basic. CDP 209, power's on. It's very dirty. This is supposed to be green. It's, hey! Hey! Comes with horrible music. Da, da. Well, there you go. Hench's biggest successes. This is not even going on the test pile. Yeah, it works. Well, you know what they always say. Safety third. I hear boom, but that's really all. There's supposed to be power LEDs. Oh, that's some... Okay, we've got no power LEDs. I'm not sure if they are supposed to be there. Maybe this is all. Maybe that just means power as in output power, not as in power on. Let's plug, very buzzy power supply by the way. Let's plug this into auxiliary in. And let's plug our speakers, which need to be stripped anew. They are getting a bit fluffy. Into this here is speaker output. I think aux. Whoa, that doesn't sound good at all. Oh, it's waking up. That was only highs there in the beginning. Did you hear that? There we are. Plenty of lows now. And it's even turned down here. Oh jeez. Come on. Yep, she be chooching. I sure hope this one works because it's awesome. It's an Akai AM2350. It powers on. We get no lights. I plugged it into aux and... Oh. Yay! Ooh, listen. Oh god, that is not good. I think that pot is turning around in the amplifier, so is this one. Seems fine otherwise. Love the views. Song's over. So yeah, this is odd. These are healthy. Oh. Okay. I need to look at that. That's all. So I'm gonna write weird pots. Ah. Weird pots. The reason I'm putting them at the back is because if I have to remove them, it's not that precarious. People often think that these are extremely valuable. They're not. They're nothing special, but boy do they look good, don't they? Little Sony TA313, at least it's the 313, which is a step up from the 212 you normally see. In case you wonder why I always use these cheap speaker wires, it's amplifiers like these that cause that, because you cannot fit anything thicker. It's horrible to hook these up. But yeah, shoot. Oh, we got lights. And we got noise. What's the noise? So maybe it is capacitors after all. Or transistors rather. It's not dependent on volume. I expect this thing to play otherwise actually, but let's turn these off. Auxiliary. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's getting better. I'm not sure if this is going to be fixable. I can't tell yet if it's just dirt or transistors. It does appear to be getting better. The sound's fine otherwise. Sounds alright. The Akai sounds way better. I'm gonna put a little note on it saying dirt or transistors, and just give it a clean, see if it helps. It's probably at its last legs. And this is what I mean. It's vintage, and it may still work, but how long will it work? It does need an overhaul, actually. Cool thing though. Dirt. You may notice that this record player is rather wet. I just gave it a wipe down. I usually can't be asked to clean stuff before I test it, but this thing probably was on top of a pile and it was full of mouse droppings and whatnot. I don't even know if it works, but I wasn't willing to touch it before giving it a clean. So I actually just cleaned it and washed my hands. It's not clean, but it's at least not a biological hazard. Here we go. The belt is so bad that I'm actually impressed that it's even still on. I haven't cleaned the wire. I don't think it's gonna actually run with this belt, but let's see. It's drying. Slippage. Yesage. Do we have a stylus? Well, depends. I guess there is a stylus, but it's pointing in the wrong direction. Okay, it's definitely dead, but maybe I can just make it produce sound. Let's see. Actually impressed that it's running. The belt is completely gone. I don't know where the thing has been, but it's definitely it is getting up to speed. Definitely the dirtiest from this entire lot. So this is as bad as it's gonna get, and you haven't seen how bad it was. You can be pretty happy about that. We have sound. I am so impressed. That stylus was bent completely the opposite direction. And it's playing. I'm gonna put it to a very low weight. Why is it not? Oh wait, it's one of those, it's true. I'm an idiot. I need to do it this way. Let's just use feeling, here we are. It's not gonna sound great of course, because it's, well, the stylus is dead, but also this is a very badly worn record. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna play it briefly. but because music rights. Yep, pitch control works a bit slow because of the dirt, but holy shite, this thing I did not expect to work at all. So to be honest with you guys, there's actually no reason to grab these, because technically there's always something broken and it's not separate, except for the record player. It's not separate otherwise. Sorry, hiccups. So most of the time the cassette decks on these are broken and they're not really worth fixing, but then I am a 90s kid. I'm from 1984, so I lived through the 90s, and that's where I sort of shaped my love for audio. This is the stuff I never had because I always was a bit more upmarket, so I always had a bit of a soft spot for this. Well, I don't like radio, but there's one channel, I got a little tune flickering there. There's one channel that does an okay job. It's called Classique 21. It's a French spoken rock alternative music channel from Brussels, and it's at 95.6.
Comme vous n'en avez jamais vu, 35 musiciens rock
Et
symphonique,
voici,
la musique,
ça a marché. It works. Look at that. Record player only has one hinge, and it comes with a horrible 7-inch. I think maybe it only works when I put it on phono. Yep, it's one of those. Automatic return immediately kicks in. I'm sorry, you can't see this, guys, can you? I'll put you up a little higher. Higher. Oh no, I can't. I stuck the cable to the ground because I didn't want to trip over it. Maybe I can. I have a bit of a. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see the record player. Yeah, this is probably gonna work just fine. Will this stay open? No, it won't. Let's take it off then. Are you ready for this horribleness? Yeah, that works fine. And this is the problem. All works fine. Now comes the cassette. Tape. And nothing. And nothing. And nothing. And the other one. Oh, that's even less. In the back of that Sony was female DIN to normal wires, which is sort of the opposite of this, which is male DIN to, yeah. Super useful for these. I think they may have been used together actually. I just got that feeling because, I don't know, gut feeling. So now I can plug these into a normal amplifier. These ones came with a little radio by, I think, Telefunken? Grundig. These are the Grundig Box 39MA, and they're supposed to be used with a sort of a receiver that came with its own speaker, so it looked a bit like a table radio. I know that with the radio they sound pretty okay. It's just that it's really hard to see with these cables what is plus and what is minus, so we may encounter some phase issues here. Little full range units, they work. They don't sound as good as I had hoped. The highs are kind of nice, but they're made of plastic and you can tell they're a bit resonatey. But they would look really cool with a vintage record player, of which we have a few later. So if one of those works, it will go with these cool speakers. They work. It's a Fisher, studio standard by Fisher. Not the Fisher, which is great old amplifiers and receivers. And studio standard just means absolutely nothing. But it does look funky, doesn't it? With its massive views. So I don't know if the lights are going to work, but I'm just going to turn this light off so you can actually see them if they do. We still have a knot here. Here we go. Do we have lights? Oh, that's actually very stylish. Look at them. They are not, I expected them to be blue or something, but they are very subtle and white. I do like it. That's not going to be horrible in a living room. This is probably not going to be a great amplifier, but it is kind of a little funky thing. I do like it. This all works, all the lights here. Speakers, do we get sound? We so far do not. Oh wait, there we go. Some scratchiness going on, but those are very enthusiastic views. There we are. Left and right. So the views actually 0.003 watts, 0.001 watts. Anyway, 1 watt is there. So Even if you only play with 2 watts, there's a lot of action. I like that. You got something to look at, but they are weirdly nervous. They're going like, even though the music is not, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. They're very nervous, but I think we can agree that the thing works. It sounds completely uninspiring, but not bad. Phono, yeah, that works. You can hear the noise from the preamp. Now it's there, now it's gone. But we are playing on aux. We got our tape monitor, which definitely needs to clean. Double tape monitor though, kinda nice. Yeah, not the greatest performer, but definitely a lovely amplifier to look at and fully functional. It's another one. This one has a bent stylus, I can already tell, but it should still work. Well, that's the thing. Those are bad. This is all one piece, so if anything is broken here, it's all gone. That's CD player. There is actually a CD in there. Yeah, that's not gonna open though. Okay, well we're gonna have to live with that sound for now. FM. Oh, it gave up, good. Okay, we got very scratchy everything. So, since CD player is broken, let's see if the cassette deck works on this one, because it is an Akai. They tend to be extremely reliable for cassette. I cannot choose any inputs. Yeah, it's running. But it's still... How do I choose another input? Oh, here, I just did that actually. We got one whole channel. Do we get 2 channels on this one? Also 1 channel. Oh wait, now we have the other channel. CD player still trying stuff. Since I now know it doesn't eat tapes, I'm just gonna grab a tape that has a known acceptable recording on it. Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's the thing. Now the cassette works and the CD player is dead. Maybe worth a fix, because if that is just the belt, then that could be pretty good. Let's see if we can record a little.
BE, Minimax waterontharders. Milieuvriendelijk en werkt zonder elektriciteit.
Ketlex Junior, kom.
It could be because it's not set to Chrome. Some of them are... That is such a bad design. It can feedback on itself.
Stap mee in de wereld van de
But it can't monitor, so it shouldn't be possible. But
een coole
that's what it's doing.
workshop, parcours, graffiti en skaten. Bezoek alle... Stap mee in de wereld van de Kitnet-serie Hoodie en neem deel aan een coole workshop, parcours, graffiti en skaten.
Not too shabby. Can we dub? That's obviously... It has a remote sensor I just saw, but... Can we dub? Because that's obviously what you want. You want to be able to dub. No counter. Skipping the intro here. That's actually part of the tape of the song. That was coincidence. Speed went up. Did you hear that? That's all. Okay, high speed dubbing. Oh, dubbing is off. Wait, normal. Normal dubbing. Can it play 2 tapes at the same time or something? Why would I want to be able to do not dubbing while they both... Anyway, high speed. It does dub. So actually that all works. If the record player works, I'm going to give this one a try, because CD players are usually a bit easier to fix. Phono. Oh, it ain't running. Got a belt that fits beautifully actually, but the problem is there's no holes in the platter. So try and get this on without it flipping off, like it will now do every single time. See, the motor pulley is right there. and have to get this belt around it without getting it off the platter. There's no way of doing that, except trying it 10 million times until for some reason it works at some point. But see, off again. Ah! Shh. Not now, people. Ah, and it fell off. Is it actually on there? I don't think so. No, it fell off. It just flipped off. Almost had it there. Jesus Christ, Akai, how does the motor even work? Maybe I should check that first. Oh, hello. That's something to test. Ah. Turns out the motor doesn't work. That's sort of wasted effort. Anyway, in case you're wondering why all the rack systems all of a sudden, this is just how they are stacked in the room. This is a fancy one with a 5-disc CD changer, which surprisingly has no discs in it. It didn't want to read my copy disc, but it does want to read this original disc, which is also a testing disc, but this one is actually handled with care because I love Steingats. So that works. Okay. Yep. There you go. Super woofer. What does that do? Maybe it comes with a subwoofer, maybe I just can't hear it because this music doesn't have that much low end. I'm gonna play some royalty free stuff. We should have an input now, don't we? No, we don't. Don't hear a difference. What I can tell you is that it sounds positively horrible. But it works, so let's grab a cassette tape. It's always the same, isn't it? That's not a lot, is it? Jeez. Am I missing something yet? I set it to tape. Yeah. Absolutely nothing. Actually surprised. I expected it to do something. Oh. That's something. It's not running. But at least it's trying. Oh, wakey. Oh, we got one. It's gonna chew up my tape if it continues like this because it's only spinning that one, not this one. I'm still wondering how it does that, but whatever. It's trying to spin the other one as well, but it ain't. Okay, how about this? That doesn't even engage. In any way. Weird. It's like it doesn't know there's a tape inside. Oh, did you see that? It blinked for a second. I feel like it's a sensor issue, but anyway, this one sort of works. Oh god, it's gonna be a mess now. Yeah, just in time. So that's your typical stereo rig cassette thingy. Sucks! Oh, that's a goner then. Lunch break. It's time for a lunch break, but I already have... Hey, it's a cassette deck that came with a cassette. Cool, we'll get to that in a second. First lunch break.